Wanted to do a video here. My voice is surprisingly pretty damn close to normal, uh, with no rhyme or reason with a lot of my ailments. So I'm gonna ride it for doing a short video right here. But Halloween, horror, super important, right? Super important to me. I did a video on here about the healing of horror, but Halloween, the atmosphere, cold weather, fall into winter. Yeah, man, it's magic. So I just wanted to mention a few things in this kind of world. I've made allusions to the fact that every night I watch a movie. It's like part of my nighttime ritual. And I have videos on here on anxiety and all great stuff. But I can't believe my voice right now. But anyways, let's get just feels different. So Henry Rollins, the former singer of Black Flag and also his solo band, the Henry Rollins Band, and now he's a traveling speaker and a really intense person. I saw an interview with him where he mentioned that when he suffered from depression ever since he was a young boy, and finally one day somebody told him what depression was. He had no idea what he was feeling. He was like, that's what I'm feeling. That's depression. Well, in the interview, he mentioned that he doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs, isn't even on prescription meds for his depression. All he does is, as soon as he starts getting really depressed, he does something creative and he listens to his vinyl collection, which he's very, very adamant about. And I thought that was really noteworthy because that's what horror and Halloween means to me. Not in the same analogy of depression, but of any type of ailment replacement. I tell people with my physical issues, which can lead to mental issues, obviously, within 20 minutes of my nightly movie, I can see some symptoms start to subside. Things become, I might have gone into the movie not very functional, a little bit debilitated, and then within 20 minutes, within 30 minutes, definitely within 35 minutes, I'm more functional, and now I'm also filled with passion because these movies are my passion. Horror, Halloween, that whole world. So I wanted to mention a few things. I've always stayed to the end of the credits, much to my friend's chagrin when we were teenagers and when I was make sure I'm okay. I thought I had something there. When I was even a young adult and everything, like, oh, Dante wants to stay in the movie theater here and watch the end of the credits while the people are cleaning the floors now. But then at home, not talking while the credits are going. Why? Why? Well, it's part of the movie runtime to me. I get to hear music. I get to hear music that they selected for the closing credits. Maybe a reoccurring theme from the film. Maybe completely different score music or variation of the score music. Or if it's soundtrack, songs that I haven't heard yet in the movie. And songs I might appreciate and like, but it's encapsulated in the total product of the film on purpose, and it is the film. So the other thing is, I always say to people, you're never alone when you're watching a movie. My ailments can make me pretty isolated, and I'm very thankful for modern technology because there are times when I cannot speak at all and I need to text. Without texting, without emails, I would have no communication sometimes, even with my own family. So when you watch a movie, when those closing credits are coming up, are coming up at the black screen most of the time, I like to kind of wave goodbye to the people. It could take 100, sometimes 200 people or less who literally put their blood, sweat, and tears into that film. And I think about that. Crew members, Everybody. These people put physical sweat, emotional sweat, inspiration, imagination, creativity, ideas, stress, rage, anxiety. It might have taken 30 days, might have taken 2 months. 2 months for these 200 people actively engaged. And so when I watch the movie, I am connecting and interacting with these 200 people I'm seeing in the closing credits, their inspiration. And hopefully, and undoubtedly with me, I am now changed in some way. And when I'm watching a movie, I am interacting not just with the actors, but with the 150 people who worked on the film. Because it's all their pieces of their heart. All pieces of their hearts are in this product, are in this art, are in this film. And that, to me, is one of the most intimate things imaginable. You're watching something and you are literally interacting with 200 people's inspiration. It's unbelievable. A shared goal. That's maybe cinematic intimacy. Here's the second thing I wanted to mention is if you go to a movie theater and you just take a quick walk down the hallway, and they're all different theaters you're passing by, and you can hear sounds from each theater, bass, music, screams, talking, most of the time explosions now, in 2025. But you hear all these, and there are people in each one of these rooms interacting intimately with the inspiration, like I just mentioned, but they're in each one of these rooms. And that's not just a screen. Those aren't just speakers. That's not just some laser projector with a hard drive now. That's not just that. It's not just a way to kill 90 minutes. It's not entertainment. Each one of those rooms, and the room in your house that you play the movies on your television, they're portals. They are portals. They're portals of intimacy. They are portals of feeling, atmosphere, environment, reality, bringing in the connection with the reality you're in, with the reality of what you're experiencing audibly and visually, which will go much deeper than just sight and hearing. You could get chills, butterflies in your stomach, get emotional, right? Fear, just emotions. They're portals. Your television screen, those theaters, it's not entertainment to me. They are literal portals into new worlds. New worlds that it's not a story. It's not just a story. It's not it's a movie. It's not something interesting even. It's literally interacting with my reality. It's interacting with my world, and it's changing it. And sometimes you lose track of time, as if it's virtual reality. But I like to say to people that movies are reality. So I guess the paradox is that, as my voice is starting to hurt, the paradox is, I always tell people, I don't like real stuff. I'm not watching the news. If that's even real, I don't even know, right? But I'm not watching the news. I mean, of course it's real. People get killed and everything, and whatever. But I don't want to watch the news. I want to watch, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? I want to watch The Shining. Okay. And I say, I don't like the real stuff. I want the movies. Well, at the same time, the paradox is that I do consider the movies real stuff. And it's hard for me to put that into words, but maybe in context with everything else I was saying in this video, you kind of get a little bit of a glimpse of that, right? I don't know. So hopefully this was an interesting video. I hope you enjoy the content on this YouTube page. It's very random, but it's all encapsulated under the same atmosphere to me. The atmosphere of these latex masks behind me and that castle doorway over there. So yeah, these are things that when I put up movies, 1 minute long movies and music pieces that I do, they're all in the world that I'm mentioning on this video. And I hope you find a way to connect with it as well. Happy Halloween, everybody.